what's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday, and hopefully you enjoy your weekend. Haven't done one of these in a while because I've just been waiting to put a lot of stuff together to just display it. So I'm just working on some stuff because I know there's enough people doing toy hauls or all that, but I figured I'll share with you another toy haul. If you saw one of my shorts, I was able to pick up those Beast Kingdom Batmans. The video came out bad with the audio, that's why I ended up making it a short, but I really like those Beast Kingdoms. And then I was able to find the NECA Batman 89 and the NECA Catwoman and Penguin. The Penguin is dope. If I had to say a flaw, the Penguin should have came with an umbrella. The top hat is kind of hard to keep on his head. The Catwoman is weird what they did with the midsection, making it plastic to stand out so it looks funny, and the fact that her sleeves go up so you can see skin. Other than that, the head sculpt of the damaged face looks awesome as well. But I still like the McFarlane. I think I believe they said McFarlane's losing the license next month, or next month is his last month, which sucks because people were hoping that we'd come out with or maybe he will, with a Batman Returns Batman without the cowl, probably when he rips it off at the end, and I guess the damaged Selena Kyle mask. So who knows? But those were dope. So today, I decided to go pick up some pre-orders after work, and it came in an unexpected haul. So one shelf that I'm working on is a horror shelf. Now, I'm not a big horror guy, but I do have certain horror movies that are my favorites that I don't mind watching, that I still find scary to this day. And I just been watching like Friday the 13th, Halloween, and I just got inspired, man. I was like, yo, I want to get some of those figures as a representation. I don't need like all the waves. So today I saw that NECA came out with the Chucky 2. So this is pretty dope. So Chucky, of course, is one of the old-time classic throwbacks from my era, and the first and second one are the best to me. So I decided to pick it up since I missed out on the first version of Chucky, and I need a Jason Voorhees. So I like the one from Jason vs. Freddy. Haven't been able to find it, but I found this one, the Ultimate Pamela Voorhees. This looks incredible. So I was like, I definitely got to add her. She's definitely an OG, right? So pick that up. So I'm going to have fun, putting those on a horror display, see if I could work on. I'm really going to try this summer to look into trying to make some dioramas myself, and just sit home and just get into that, because I really want them to really pop on the shelf. I also got, I'll go this way. Now, one of the characters as a kid that I was always into that wasn't mainstream for me was Shadowhawk, and he's from Image Comics. I don't know anything about him. I picked up a couple of his comics a couple of months ago, so I need to read up on it. And the reason why that character sticks out to me so much is because when I was probably in junior high school, an old friend of mine, his brother used to collect comics, and at the time that was like fig collecting of that time, and I didn't see a lot of people who collected like that. So his brother would have like the boxes or whatever, the crates full of comics. He had the comic posters up, and the one I always remember is Shadowhawk, because Shadowhawk always remind me as if they took Batman and Wolverine and mixed them. So when I saw that McFarlane was coming out with an Ultimate Edition, I was like, yes, I got hype. And I didn't get the pre-order, and I was like, I'll wait to see if I find it out in the wild. And lo and behold, I found it today. So they're already hitting the stores. Well, before I get to that, Masters of the Universe. I love Funkos, certain Funkos, so I had to get the Masters of the Universe. I had to get He-Man. So I didn't have him pre-order, but a guy had one of the staff workers put him on the side to me, because I did pre-order. Where is she? The Sorceress with Castle Grayskull. This is hefty. This looks dope. I cannot wait to display this on my He-Man shelf. So I pre-ordered this one, but when they called me to pick it up, they say, hey, you want He-Man? We could put on the side for you. So, you know what? Let me get him. So I cannot wait to catch the movie. So I got that on pre-order. But going back to Shadowhawk, he's hitting GameStop. So look, this is like an iconic picture of what I remember. So you can see he looks like Wolverine, and then he looks like the Dark Knight. So this is, I don't even know the guy's name. He is African American, but he looks so dope. Elite. So I guess these are the Elite editions. So I know the Savage Dragon went up. Savage Dragon is another OG Image Comics character that I used to love as a kid. Didn't know too much of him. Had a couple of comics growing up. Too poor to really get into comics to know who the characters were. But he was a, Chicago PD cop, and I always wanted to become a cop. So that's what resonated with me. So I'm thinking of ordering. I think it went up for pre-order, but I know he's supposed to come out also with, I think he's going to come out with all three, with Shadowhawk, Hellboy, and Savage Dragon. I would love to get that. That's one of the rare occasions that I would like to get something like that and leave it displayed and maybe get it signed by Eric Larson. I don't know who the Hellboy creator is or Shadowhawk, but glad to get that and read more into him. And I've been back buying when it comes to McFarlane since he's giving up the license. So my idea for a shelf is to have a DC crossover with the Masterverse, since that's the first time I found out that He-Man and Batman, or He-Man and DC Comics, actually did a crossover. So, and they scale well with each other. So I've just been trying to buy back a lot of that I can now before Mattel takes over. And who knows what Mattel's gonna do, what figures they're gonna come out with. But I did buy the Batman from the Golden Age. So I think I missed out on this one when it was released before. But this iconic cover, #1, Golden Age. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave him in box. Probably not. A lot of these I'm taking out, but we're really dope to finally get that, because I know he came out with a version like that I missed out on. And then I did get Batwing version 2.0. I missed out on this one, so that one looks really dope. And this is from the New 52. So I also got the new Batman New 52 the other day. And I guess this one came out last year because it says 25. I know I've seen it before, but I had to pick that up because a lot of these I'm not seeing a lot anymore. And then this is a new one. This looks dope. Batman Deadman. Why does he look like a mixture of Daredevil? That looks dope. Never heard of this. Night Terrors. I did hear the comic Night Terrors. I might have that graphic novel. Like, I have so much that I have to catch up with over the summer, but I'm just excited to, delve through a lot of this lore of all these characters. So let me get this over here. Now, another thing I was gonna order. So I have this idea for a shelf with my Batman movie universe, and I finally picked up, well, actually, before I get to that, I did pick up the Solomon Grundy versus Green Lantern. It hit my GameStop. I was gonna put this on pre-order, but I didn't, so I'm glad I was able to find it in the wild, because I am trying to see if I can get as many of the classic characters as possible. So that was a little pickup. I might pick up the Atom Smasher and was it Spectre eventually. Let's see what else. Oh, and this is a bonus. So I've started getting into blockies. So I got the Wolverine one. I have the Thor from the movie. I was putting them together at work. There's something about blockies that's kind of like attracting me, and I think it's the price, right? $15 for like this basic one. And it's like, action figures are going so much high in prices. Let's say you couldn't afford a Marvel Legend because they're becoming $30-$40. Blockies, you could get this for $15, put it together. That's the only thing you got to do, and then you have an action figure. And I will say, I did get the Iron Man and Captain America because I wanted to see what the hype was, and they're good money. Like, they don't fall apart. It's not like Legos where it's like real sensitive. Like, And I guess they knew that going into their, the company, like, if we're going to make this articulate like a action figure, then we can't have the pieces falling apart. So when you snap them, they snap well. And their articulation is, I would say, even better than most Marvel Legends. So if you're looking into collecting, but don't want to spend an arm and a leg, get into Blockies right now while you still can. And I like that they have the different classes. Like, they have the Titan class. That's like the usually big, humongous one, which I would love to get. I think it was it 30 or 40 bucks for a Titan class? Like a Transformer, that's what I would pay to get, like Megatron. That's what I'm actually looking for, Megatron, like Titan class Blocky. But these are really fun to get into. And then I realized I have Ninja Spawn, right? So I saw this Ninja Spawn a bunch of times, and this came out in 2022, I think the same year. And then when I broke it out the box, I'm like, wait, why does the Ninja Spawn look different from the cover? And then I realized when I went to Walmart today, I saw this, and this is pretty old. It came out in 2022. But this Ninja Spawn looks like the Ninja Spawn here. This looks completely different than the Ninja Spawn I have. If I have a picture of it, I'll put it on the screen. So I said, yo, let me pick it up. I'm glad that because I finally took that other Ninja Spawn out the box to play with it finally. So I got a good look at it. And so then when I went to Walmart today and I saw it, I'm like, wow. And then I just randomly bought a G.I. Joe that I saw. This one's old. Who's this? Dreadnought Torch. So I like buying these guys for, again, I think I mentioned this before, that I have like this display that I'm thinking of with aliens, and I like getting a lot of the soldier guys, but I think I'm gonna use a lot of these guys too for just bodies, mutilated bodies, whatever. So I got that. Now to go back to the Batman movie verse, right? Because I have, from McFarlane, he gave us pretty much every generation, even though we're still waiting for like a Jim Gordon and a Robin for the 66 to match up with the 7-inch. But anyway, I have this idea for the new Batmobile, the torpedo version, and I was gonna order it online because I have an idea of having two buildings, like an alley, have it placed there, and then have effects like sparks effects or flames, like if you saw the movie when he detached. So I want to like get that. So when I was at GameStop, lo and behold, what did I see? Batman Returns. Was it? Oh, Bat Missile. So I was watching, shout out to what's his face, D Hunter, who did a review of it. And it's funny how the Bat Missile is actually larger than the midsection on the actual Batmobile. So it's just funny how it works out that way, and how it has like 8 wheels. How the hell did the car, how did you get this many wheels? I would have never noticed that, to be honest with you, because I'm assuming that the 2 tires, it's the 2 front tires, 2 rear tires, but technically when he unboxed it, there's another set of 2 tires on the other side. So maybe that was the mistake, and maybe if they would have made it just 2 tires in the front, 2 tires in the back, it would have been too slim and it would have looked stupid. Even though you're like, okay, then what does that mean, that the tires are fat? Whatever, I don't overthink it. But really happy to get this. I know there was rumors, or people are hoping that he comes out with, I think the bat boat that he used in the Returns. That would be dope if he came out with that. Hopefully we do get a Selena Kyle and a Batman Damage. If we don't, whatever, it is what it is. And then what I'll do with the Beast Kingdom and the NECAs, those are going to be in its own display. I'm probably going to have a display with the with like my Mezco stuff, and that'll be a separate display to display the higher end figures. But if you're in your local Walmart, pick them up, because when I first saw the Beast Kingdom ones, I saw the whole wave, and I'm like, man, now when I don't come with a basket or anything, I didn't need anything, I was just here to look, they have the whole wave. So I ran to go get a basket, came back, and there was already a guy there, and he was going through them, and I had some stacked. So I'm like, damn, he probably grabbed one. But then he was like, yeah, there's one more 89 back there. I was like, oh yeah, word? Okay, grabbed it. So I had the whole wave. So I have, well, I don't know if it's a wave, but the 89, the Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and the Christian Bale Batman Begins. So I don't know if they're gonna come out with a Dark Knight. I don't know if they're gonna come out with a Batman Returns Beast Kingdom, and I don't know if they're gonna come out with a Batman Returns NECA. I hope they do, because that'll be dope, because we know the costume is different. But I'm just excited, man. There's like so many cool stuff coming up. Can't wait to get the new crib so I can finally display this stuff and just show you guys stuff that I was working with. But yeah, that's the whole. I've been getting so many new things. I just don't have time to like record or anything. I'd rather just set everything up and then show you guys all at once what I'm working on, and hopefully that'll like excite any future collectors. But anyway, let me know what you guys picked up. Are you guys catching the new He-Man movie? I'm thinking about catching Mortal Kombat. I haven't seen Mortal Kombat yet. I heard some good things about it. I think I might watch the first one again, just before I watch the new one. I'm not sure, but I might catch it. But I cannot wait for Masters of the Universe. Been waiting for that to come out, so I'll probably buy my tickets now. But anyway, thank you for chilling with me. If you like what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.